When I think about my experience with hypnobirthing, it almost seems surreal when I talk about what a beautiful, pain-free, amazing, empowering birth I have. So I'm very excited to tell you a little bit about my experience and about my journey of discovering the primal part, the innate part, the most amazing part of womanhood that we can ever experience through hypnobirthing. My first birth, I didn't read the hypnobirthing book and I did not choose to take the classes, and much to my disappointment, I did not have the birth that I envisioned having. I had an 18-hour labor. It was very difficult. I ended up having to push out my baby and I had a horrible recovery and everything went wrong in my eyes, and I suffered a lot of pain and embarrassment, and I have a beautiful daughter out of it. So over time I've been able to heal from that, but it was never the birth that I had anticipated. So fortunately I met Dr. Vivian Keeler with the Hypnobirth Institute, and I invested in her classes, the time and the energy, and committed to the 5-week series, and I am so glad that I did. I have been blessed with an amazing experience, and I read the book. I invested in reading that book twice and 3 times so I could really understand what hypnobirthing is about, and that I could understand the history of where it's come from and where its founder really conceived that idea for women to be empowered and to experience a birth experience that we want and that we deserve as females. And I understood the workings of the uterus, and I understood the female body, and I really was able to understand what my body was going to go through, and that I needed to just let go and release that. And I could have only come to understand that concept and what that means through the classes and through reading that amazing book, and also doing the rainbow relaxation, which I will get into a little bit later. So as I went into the preparation of the classes and watching the videos of other women who had beautiful births, of going through the actual relaxation exercises with the teachers, and being in that fellowship with other women who were going to go through a similar experience to me, I continued to gain that confidence that this just might be something that I could do. But after I finished my classes, I will tell you, I was still skeptical when I heard the women talk about a pain-free delivery and pressure, and they didn't feel anything except for intensity. And after my first birth, I was definitely wondering if that was possible for me. And I'm so happy to tell you it was possible, and I'm standing here today to let you know that. I went into labor around 2:30 in the morning, and I knew that something was a little bit different. Things were kicking up a little bit stronger than the Braxton Hicks. And I went into the kitchen to get lunch made for my toddler, get all her clothes set out. I needed to take care of my toddler, to release my mind and let myself know that it was going to be okay and she was taken care of. And at that point I was probably about 5 centimeters, and being the woman that I am, I called the doula and the midwife and I told them, take your time, I had an 18-hour labor last time, don't worry about coming early, take a shower, eat breakfast, get ready. And I went back into the bedroom, and things really started to progress quickly because this is my second birth and my body knew what to do and the path had been paved before. And I had no fear. I had absolute confidence after hypnobirthing. And I tried to lay down. I want to be honest, I tried to lay down and really listen to the recordings, but for me, my body just instinctively was telling me to be on all fours. And it ended up that my baby was posterior. So that's one of the beautiful things about hypnobirth, is that you learn to really listen to your internal, your innate self, and that motherly instinct is really what it comes down to. So I was on all fours, and I could really feel the baby progressing at that point. And the wonderful thing is, I knew from practicing hypnobirth that it said, think of it as pressure, not pain. And so that was my mantra the whole way through, is that I knew that it was just pressure and that my uterus was doing exactly what it was supposed to be doing. And the reason is because I took the time to take the classes. I read the book. I understood what hypnobirthing was really about. So when that moment came, when I needed myself to snap into my most primal instinct, when it did get really intense, I was prepared. It's like anything in life. When you're doing homework through school, if you're on a sports team and you're practicing every day, we as women need to practice hypnobirthing so that when the big moment comes, we're really ready. And I was ready. It's as simple as that. So that was about 5:30 in the morning, and we called the midwife. We're like, we are in go mode here. And I think I was about 8 centimeters at that point, but I still felt no pain, and I was really able to control that. And the beautiful thing is, one of my biggest fears was tearing. I did tear the first time because I actively pushed that baby out. but I could feel my body stretching exactly like it was supposed to. And when they talk about that flower just blossoming, my body was doing that. And to understand that we as women have that power, there is nothing in the whole wide world that I'm more proud of than that I was able to experience exactly what hypnobirth teaches, is to let go and let your body do what it was designed to do. And I was able to have no tearing this birth. The baby descended beautifully. The head came out and I was calm. I was talking to the midwife over the phone about what to expect next, and really just letting everyone know to calm down. I was telling everyone else to calm down because I was so calm. And the baby just continued out, and she and I just cuddled. She didn't cry. We had beautiful moments together, and I'll just never forget what a beautiful birth that the Hypnobirthing Institute and everything that it teaches has given me. And I am so grateful to pass on this information. I hope that it inspires you, if you're skeptical, if you're scared, if you're anxious, to really just let that go. Trust in your birth professionals. Doulas I highly recommend, because they can really just help you to relax and remember those hypnobirthing techniques, and to just allow your body to do what it was meant to do. We have been doing this forever, and the species of humanity continue to be procreated because we can do this. So have faith in yourself, invest in the hypnobirthing, take time every day to do that, to do the rainbow relaxations, to allow yourself to really memorize and to get into that mode of how you can relax yourself, because when the big moment comes, let me tell you, you'll be glad that you did. Thanks so much, and best wishes for a beautiful birth.